I'm about to do your Virgo March 2021 love reading, and in this reading we're going to take a look at how your romantic person of interest really feels about you. Virgo, how is it going? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Virgo love reading. Looks like they're ready to talk to you already. Now, if this is your first time here and you have they're definitely ready to talk. And you have questions that you want answered about your romantic love life or your relationship, then start now by subscribing and clicking that bell icon so you always get notified anytime I post a new Virgo reading for you. Now let's get on with this Virgo reading for today, because today we're going to take a look at how your romantic person of interest really feels about you here in March 2021, what they're thinking about you, and what their beliefs are about you. Then we're going to take a look at what their intentions are going to be toward you here in March 2021, as well as what their most likely actions are going to be toward you here in March 2021 and moving forward. Then I'm going to finish the reading off by getting you some advice from the universe about how to best navigate the situation with this person you're romantically connected to, like what you should do, what you shouldn't do, how to play this in a way so that it works out best for you. Now just keep in mind that, as always, this is a general reading, which means that I'm not tapping into your specific energy as an individual person. I'm tapping into the collective energy of the group of Virgo people that I'm supposed to be getting messages for, which means that it's not even possible for this to resonate with literally every Virgo person on the whole planet, because I'm not reading for every Virgo person on the whole planet. I'm reading for my specific group. It's also possible in general readings like this for energies to get flip-flopped around backwards from time to time, especially for cross-watchers, so you just got to take it as it resonates. Now, regardless of how this reading resonates for you, you still might want to check your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus sign videos, just because they can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation, and you can find the links to those videos in the description box down below. Now, enough yakking. These cards are trying to jump out of my hand already, so clearly there's an important message that needs to come out for you, Virgo. So let's start by getting 3 cards for how does Virgo's romantic person of interest really feel about Virgo here in March 2021, please. How does their person really feel about them in March 2021, please? Let's get 3 cards. Okay, let's get 2 more, please. Okay. Yeah, I told you. Got a lot going on here. Very clearly we have a lot going on. All right. Well, I tried to get 3. I got 6. On the bottom of the deck, we got some Virgo energy here with the King of Pentacles. Now, this is someone who's very stable, very abundant, very prosperous. This is someone who builds empires, someone who's good at managing assets and resources. This is who would build the 10 of Pentacles that we're all after in life. So your person is feeling, either your person is a very stable and abundant person, and they want to be generous with you and help provide some of that stability to you, or they're viewing you in that light here. Now, for their actual feelings about you, Virgo, we have the 5 of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles, the World, the 3 of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Hermit. So we got a lot of Pentacles out here on the table. We got quite a bit of Virgo energy out here on the table. This 5 of Wands is Leo energy. This is, 5s are conflict, so this is some sort of a conflict in your person's desires, a conflict, an internal conflict of some kind, where they're pulling themselves in multiple different directions all at the same time. A piece of them wants this one thing, a piece of them wants this conflicting thing, some opposite thing of that, and they're not really sure what to do. They're having some sort of an internal struggle in terms of their desires here, in the way they're feeling about you. Or they're viewing you as being internally conflicted here. One of the two. It could be about you, because we've got this Virgo card here on the bottom of the deck. Right under that, though, we have the 10 of Cups. This is the happy fairy tale ending card. Cups are about love and emotions. This is 2 people who are fully emotionally happy, fully emotionally content, have self-love, coming together into a union, making a very happy family, a very happy home life where everyone feels loved and appreciated. This is looking pretty good here. except for this internal conflict. I'm not sure what that is about yet. It could be about something related to the past, though. We've got this Four of Pentacles here. This is either about financial stability, or more likely, this is about holding on tightly to something and not wanting to let go of it. So it's almost like your person is like, either they're viewing you as this very stable, abundant, prosperous person who is internally conflicted because you are holding on to something that you don't want to let go of, or your person is holding on to something that they don't want to let go of. Either way, in their feelings, we also have the World. This is the final card of the major arcana. It represents the ending of one cycle and the beginning of a beautiful new cycle. So this also, in terms of zodiac signs, represents the 4 fixed signs of the zodiac. So Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. So this looks to me like, regardless of whether it's your person that's internally conflicted because they're holding on to something from the past, or they're internally conflicted because they think or they feel like you are, or if this is about you and they feel like you are internally conflicted and holding on to something from the past, it looks like they feel that cycle is about to come to an end and a new cycle is going to start where you guys are working together as equals to build something of value. This Three of Pentacles is more Capricorn energy. This is also Capricorn energy, by the way. This is about teamwork, collaboration, building something together, working together as equals to build something great. What you would be building together in this case is the Ten of Pentacles. We've got the King of Pentacles here. He's who builds the Ten of Pentacles. So we've got a lot like insinuating that they feel like they can have this maximum stability, maximum abundance with you. And it looks like, at least in the way they feel, you guys are about to start a new cycle of being able to work together to build exactly that. Also in their feelings for you, Virgo, we have the King of Cups. This is Pisces energy. This is someone who's very emotionally stable, emotionally balanced. No matter how rough and choppy the waters get around this person, or maybe this is how they feel about you, they're able to maintain, they're able to like keep their emotions in check, not let their emotions get away from them. This is also telling me that there is a lot of love and emotions, at least coming from your person in your direction. They just may not outwardly express that because the King of Cups doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. He doesn't let his emotions cloud his judgment. He doesn't always necessarily publicly broadcast what he's feeling. He's got the feels, he just may not be saying anything about it. And the final card in the way your person feels about you, Virgo, is more Virgo energy here with the Hermit. So on the bottom of the deck, I've got Virgo energy. Very final card out in your person's energy in terms of how they feel about you, more Virgo energy. So this is definitely about you. The Hermit is a card of withdrawal, isolation. It's about going internal to do some soul searching, to do some deep inner reflection, some deep contemplation, shining their inner light down on something, trying to figure out what to do moving forward from here. So we've definitely got some sort of internal conflict, whether that's on your person's end or on your end. General reading, you just got to take it as it resonates. I feel like your person has been doing some soul searching, trying to figure this out because they have a lot of feelings for you. They just may not be telling you that. They want to work together with you. And it looks like whatever this conflict is, whatever this holding on to something and not wanting to let go of it, that's about to come to an end and a new cycle is about to begin. Now that's their feelings. Let's take a look at what they're thinking about you here in March 2021. What does this person think about Virgo in March 2021, please? Let's get 3 cards, please, on what this person, thinks about Virgo. One more. Thank you very much. Okay. Well, on the bottom of the deck, we've got our third king, the King of Wands. So we've seen the King of Pentacles, the King of Cups, now the King of Wands. This is fire sign energy. This usually represents Sagittarius. Sometimes it represents Leo. Either way, this is a very bold, passionate, fiery, determined person who knows exactly what they want, and they go after what they want with bold, passionate, fiery determination. The King of Wands, he doesn't take no for an answer. He doesn't let obstacles get in his way. He doesn't let anything stop him. He sees things through all the way until the end, and he almost always gets what he wants. So this tells me that your person has a lot of desire for you, and they're thinking a lot about what it is that they actually want. And it looks like spending some of this time in hermit mode has allowed them to get some clarity on what it is that they want. Possibly. Right under that, we've got the Three of Swords, though. This Three of Swords is heartbreak and sadness, usually from a third-party energy. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean a romantic third party, although it can mean that. Anything that we humans do enough of will create its own energy. So working too much will create its own energy. Going to school, eating too many Doritos, watching too much television, playing too many video games, anything like that will create its own energy, which can become this third energy that can cause heartbreak and sadness in a connection. Now, this can represent other people. It could be nosy family members sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. It could be nosy neighbors, friends. It could be literally any other energy that's not you, Virgo, that's not your person. But we have some definite heartbreak and sadness here. Right under that, we've got the Strength card. This is Leo energy. This is, Libra energy. This Strength card always tells me that there is some difficult situation that your person has been going through, or they think that you have been going through some very difficult situation. This is about tapping into your internal strength in order to make it through that difficult time. It's also telling me that whoever this is that was going through the difficult time had the internal strength to make it through, and they were able to tap into that. Now, this can also represent like trying to tame the beast within, like as in trying to keep your emotions in check, trying to rein yourself in, trying to hold yourself back, not rush forward too quickly on something and mess everything up. Probably in terms of love and emotions, this Page of Cups. Pages are messengers. Cups are about love and emotions. So this is news and messages of love and emotions, communications about feelings, expressing feelings. This can represent an apology even. I'm almost getting the idea here that your person was internally conflicted because they were holding on to someone from their past, and now they have decided what it is that they want, and it's almost like they realize they've caused you this heartbreak and sadness and caused this difficult situation, and now they're thinking about like coming forward and talking to you about that, expressing their emotions about that, possibly even apologizing about that. In their actual thinking about you for March 2021, Virgo, we've got the Seven of Wands, Death, and the Hanged Man. We got two major arcanas here. This Seven of Wands is more Leo energy. So we've got this Five of Wands that's Leo. This can represent Leo. We saw the Strength card, which is the Leo major arcana. We've got the World here, which has Leo depicted on the card itself. Now we've got another Leo energy. You could be dealing with a Leo. You could literally be dealing with any fire sign. I'm just calling out the ones that I see. I've got Capricorn out here pretty heavy. I've got Leo out here pretty heavy. I've got Pisces out here pretty heavy. Virgo itself is out here. A little bit of Sagittarius, a little bit of Libra. But this Leo card of the Seven of Wands, this is a card of being walled off and defensive about something. These other wands can represent other people, their words, their actions, what their opinion of something is, what they think, what they're saying, and your person defending against that. This can be a card of your person defending against accusations, but this can also be a card, because wands are about passion and desire, of your person being willing to fight for what it is they desire, being willing to fight for what they're passionate about, being willing to defend their stance, defend their position in terms of what it is that they actually want, and this heartbreak and sadness that happened. Next, we have Scorpio energy with this Death card. This is a massive transformation taking place in your person's thinking about you. I feel like your person has gotten some clarity here about what it is that they want, and they're willing to fight for it now, willing to defend their position on that. Whatever it is that they were conflicted about and holding on to, I feel like that cycle is coming to an end and a new cycle is beginning. And with this Death card, this represents the ending to something. This represents something dying so that it can be reborn again in a new, more beautiful way. So if you think about like when a caterpillar turns into a butterfly, it goes inside of a cocoon, it's not having a party in there. It's not fun and games for that caterpillar. It's actually dying. It's transforming into something entirely different. And when it comes out of that cocoon, it's not a caterpillar anymore. It comes out as a beautiful butterfly. So this represents, ooh, I just got goosebumps bad. This represents some sort of a painful transformation process for your person, at least in terms of their thinking. Something's changing here. Next, excuse me, we have more Pisces energy here with this Hanged Man card. This is progress being halted, like no forward movement, things being stagnated. The Hanged Man is hanging upside down because he's looking at things from different perspectives than he normally would. He's looking at things from different points of view, different angles than he would normally look at things from. And he's doing that because he's trying to gain enlightenment on something. He's trying to figure out what to do moving forward from here. So in both rows of these cards, in their feelings, we're ending with the Hermit. In their thinking, we're ending with the Hanged Man. Both of these cards represent going internal, trying to figure something out. Something very heavy duty, very important, trying to figure it out. Now let's take a look at what their beliefs are about you. What are this person's beliefs about Virgo in March 2021, please? And what do they believe about Virgo in March 2021? I got one flip over in the deck here. Let's see. Okay. Let's get one more on this person's, thank you, on the bottom of the deck. Page of Cups. We've already seen this one time. Again, this is news and messages of love and emotions. This is about expressing emotions, expressing feelings. So in your person's feelings at the beginning, we see them in this King of Cups where they have the feels, they're just not necessarily openly talking about that. They're not expressing their feelings. They're not publicly broadcasting that or wearing their heart on their sleeve. And since then, now twice, I've seen this Page of Cups, which is an energy of actually coming forward with those feelings, actually expressing them, communicating those feelings. Now, in their beliefs about you, Virgo, we have the Seven of Swords, and we have the Six of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. The Seven of Swords is Aquarius energy. Sometimes this can represent trying to get away with something, like lying, cheating, stealing, sneaking around behind your back, being deceptive. Overall, like trying to get away with something. So either they believe that you were deceptive and trying to get away with something. I don't really feel that though. Another meaning for this card is self-preservation, as in not wanting to be hurt. That's the whole reason the dude's stealing the swords. He doesn't want to be hurt by those swords. He doesn't want those swords to be used against him or anyone he cares about. So he's stealing them to make sure that that can't happen. So this can represent an energy of not wanting to be hurt. Now, I see this internal conflict where they're holding on to something from the past. We saw like that Three of Swords energy, heartbreak and sadness. It's entirely possible that your person was in a negative relationship before, which could be why they're feeling internally conflicted, because they're holding on to whatever that pain was from the past. It looks like that's transforming though. It really does. At the very least, they're doing some massive soul searching and some deep thinking about that, looking at it from different points of view now, trying to figure out what to do moving forward with it. Now another meaning for this card, besides like sneakiness or not wanting to be hurt, can be leaving something behind. He can only carry 5 of those 7 swords, and he's got to leave the other 2 swords behind just because he can't carry them. So this can represent an energy of your person leaving all that in the past, walking away from it. I've got the World, where that cycle is coming to an end and a new cycle is starting. I've got Death, where that cycle is dying and it's being reborn again as something much more beautiful. So either your person doesn't want to be hurt anymore, or they're leaving something behind here. At least they believe they need to leave something behind. And it looks like they believe they should come and talk to you about that. Yeah, they have all this passion and desire for you. There's that King of Wands again. So again, Sagittarius, Leo energy. Knowing what they want and going after it. But there's still those remnants of this heartbreak and sadness here. Next we have more Leo energy. So I've got the 5 of Wands, now the 6 of Wands. We've already seen the 7 of Wands. All 3 Leo Minor Arcana cards. We've already seen the Strength card, the Leo Major Arcana card. There's been a lot of Leo in this reading. This is a card of recognition, as in like recognizing you for something, you know, publicly recognizing you, your person being publicly recognized for something. This can also be an energy of your person having some sort of a recognition. My ear is ringing like crazy. That's a new one. Recognizing something about you, recognizing something about themselves, recognizing something about this connection. It's almost like what it's feeling like to me is your person is like recognizing now that there's something that they have to leave behind. I feel like this is your person that's internally conflicted, that's holding on to something from their past, something that caused them a lot of pain. That's ending now. They don't want to be hurt, but they're leaving behind whatever that was that hurt them. And this is also about moving forward in success and victory. So they believe they can leave that behind. They believe they can move forward in success and victory with you. And it looks like they believe they should come and talk to you about that. They should communicate with you about how they're feeling. Because they do have a lot of passion and desire for you. They do have a lot of emotions for you, even if they aren't outwardly expressing that. Next, in their beliefs about you, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Now, this is a brand new, practical, tangible opportunity presenting itself. A gift from the universe here. This is the seed that has the potential to grow into the 10 of Pentacles that we all want. Now, we've already seen the King of Pentacles, the one that builds the 10 of Pentacles. We've seen this 3 of Pentacles working together as equals to build that 10 of Pentacles. Now we have the opportunity present. We have the seed that has the potential to grow into that 10 of Pentacles. Now, it's not the 10 of Pentacles in and of itself. It just has the potential to get there. That's the thing about the aces. You have to grab these things and actually do something with it. Otherwise, it's just empty potential. But this definitely has, at least in your person's beliefs, the potential to grow into something very stable, very abundant, and very prosperous. Now that's their feelings, their thoughts, and their beliefs. Let's take a look at what this person's intentions are toward you here in March 2021. What is this person's intentions toward Virgo in March 2021, please? You see that one just work itself out? What are their intentions toward Virgo? Let's get 2 more on their intentions toward Virgo. Okay. 1 more, please. Thank you. Okay. Oh, sorry. Thank you. I normally don't read reversals. That card came out in reverse. I just tried to turn it right side up and I was told immediately, no, it's supposed to be in reverse. So I'm going to read it to you that way. In their intentions, on the bottom of the deck, there's that Leo card again, the Strength card. Again, this is telling me there was a difficult situation that your person has had to deal with here, and they've had to tap into their inner strength in order to make it through that. They've had the inner strength to make it through that. Now, this can also, like I said, represent trying to tame that beast within. Your person intending to try and hold themselves back, intending to rein themselves in, intending to not let their emotions get the best of them. We see this King of Cups energy in their feelings. That's part of what this card means. No matter how rough and choppy the waters get around this person, they're very good at maintaining themselves. They're very good at staying emotionally balanced, emotionally stable, and not letting their emotions get the best of them. It looks like they're having to try really hard to maintain that, though. Because what they want to do, what they intend to do, is come to you and talk and express their emotions to you. Possibly issue an apology, at the very least, express the way they feel about you. And it looks like they're intending to do that fast. We have Sagittarius energy here with this 8 of Wands. This is the second fastest moving energy in the whole tarot deck. This is about rapid back and forth, passionate communication. This is about rapid forward progress, rapid forward movement on something that they have a lot of passion and desire for. This can represent travel. This can also represent like a lot of energy, a lot of really fast moving energy coming at your person all at once, almost like trying to take a drink out of a fire hose or something. I'm feeling like this is about passion, like they're wanting to make rapid progress on this connection with you. There's that King of Wands again, Sagittarius, Leo energy. There's a lot of wands out here. They have a lot of passion and desire for you, a lot of motivation. But then there's that Three of Swords again. There's still remnants of some heartbreak and sadness inside your person. Probably from some previous love connection here. Like I said, this can represent a third party situation, as in like a romantic third party. I've got a Two of Cups, Cancer energy here right underneath that. This could also just be telling me that they're having heartbreak and sadness, like remnants of that still, based on some previous connection that they had. And it looks like they're cutting that off. I saw at the very beginning them holding on tightly to something and not wanting to let go, but that cycle ending, death happening where that cycle dies and a new, something more beautiful is reborn, them walking away from something. Now I've got the Ace of Swords here. This is the sword of victory, the sword of truth, the sword of clarity. We've seen them go into hermit mode here, trying to gain, like trying to figure out what to do moving forward, doing some soul searching about that. We've seen the Hanged Man looking at things from different perspectives, trying to gain enlightenment, trying to figure out what to do moving forward. We see them having some sort of a recognition here in their beliefs, recognizing something. Now I'm seeing the sword of clarity. This is also the sword you would use to sever something, like sever a relationship, cut someone out of your life that no longer serves you, sever something from your life that doesn't serve you anymore. This is also the sword you would use to decide with, like the Latin word that is the root word for decide or decision literally means to cut off, as in like to cut off the other options. That's how you make an actual decision. You cut off the other options where you're left with only one option. So this can definitely mean your person is making some sort of a decision here about taking the leap of faith with you. The Fool. This is card 0 of the major arcana. The beginning. This is the first card of the entire tarot deck. That 0 represents absolutely nothing and the potential for everything all at the same time. It's about your person not needing to know what all the steps are from beginning to end before they take that first step. Not needing to know what the outcome is going to be before they take that first step. It's about having the blind faith to just say, screw it, and jump off the cliff and figure out how to grow their wings on the way down. Figure out how to work this as they go along. More Leo energy here with the Sun card right under that. This, I just got goosebumps bad. Ooh, man. This is the happiest card in the tarot deck. This is happiness, joy, abundance, bliss, harmony. It doesn't get better than the Sun. So this is telling me that your person is viewing you as like a source of happiness in their life. That's probably the recognition that they've come to here. Now, for their actual intentions for you in the month of March 2021, Virgo, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Two of Wands, and the Two of Swords. Ten of Swords in reverse. In the upright, the Ten of Swords is a swift ending to something, like a painful ending, sometimes an ending that you don't see coming, or an ending in betrayal, like hence the swords in the dude's back. He was stabbed in the back. But this card came out in reverse. When I tried to turn it upright, I was told no, it's supposed to be in reverse. So this is like reversing an ending, or avoiding an ending, or something not quite being over yet. It's one of those two things. I feel like your person is intending to rein themselves in and hold themselves back. Like they intend for this to not be over with you. I'm feeling like there might have been a third-party scenario between you and your person, and they have done something here to try and change that. They've apparently ending that cycle, not holding on to what they were holding on to before, and being willing to fight for this connection with you, trying to transform that, leaving something behind here. Now it looks like they're tapping into their inner strength to avoid this ending with you. I'm not 100% sure though. I think your person is still internally conflicted, because I'm going from this, let's avoid the ending, let's undo the ending, to a Two of Wands and a Two of Swords. Now, in tarot, twos represent decisions, like choices that need to be made. In the Two of Wands, this is a fork in the road. It's a crossroads. It's a decision point about which path leads them to the world that they want, and which path do they need to leave behind in order to get there. This is Aries energy. This Ten of Swords is Gemini energy. Your person is at a crossroads right now. They're trying to avoid an ending or trying to undo an ending, and they're trying to figure out which path to go down in order to get to that world that they want. And then next we've got this Two of Swords, Libra energy. This is a decision needing to be made, only it's not being made yet, either because your person doesn't have enough information to make the decision, or there's something that they can't see, hence that blindfold, or there's something that they know about, they just don't want to look at it, almost like being in denial about something, and that's preventing them from making a decision. So it could be any of those things, but at the very least, they have some decision that they need to make. Definitely, I've got 2 twos in a row, and that decision up until this point hasn't been made. But when we go back to the story on the bottom of the deck, once we get far enough down into that story, we see that Ace of Swords. So like I said, when the root word of decision or decide comes from a Latin word that really means to cut off. So we're going from this decision needing to be made. There's 2 swords here. Which one do I choose? And they're going down to 1 sword. So they're intending to make this decision here. Whether they actually do it or not, I don't know, because you know how people are. What they intend to do and what they actually end up doing are sometimes completely different things. So that was their intentions. Let's take a look at what this person's most likely actions are going to be toward you here in March 2021 and moving forward. So what are this person's most likely actions toward Virgo in March 2021 moving forward, please? What are their most likely actions toward Virgo? Thank you. Okay. Bottom of the deck. There's the 4th king. We have now officially seen all 4 kings in this deck. The King of Swords. I've had the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands several times on the bottom of the deck. Now I've got the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. We got this King of Cups out here in their feelings. The King of Swords is Gemini energy. This is a decision maker. This is someone who is very smart, very analytical, very logical, very fair. The thing about him, though, is he's emotionally detached. He does not consult his emotions when he makes his decisions. He's only interested in the truth and the facts of the matter. He's only interested in what's right in front of him. What can he physically see? What's actually there? He doesn't care about the emotions. He doesn't care about the story behind what's going on. He's only interested in what's right in front of him. And he's going to use the truth and the facts to make the best, most logical, most rational, most fair decision for everyone involved here. So we see this crossroads, this fork in the road, this decision that hasn't been made yet. We saw them making the decision with that Ace of Swords. Well, he's carrying that Ace of Swords. He is the decision maker. So in their most likely actions, they are likely to make some sort of a decision here. There's that King of Pentacles right underneath that. Some decision about the stability, some decision about building this 10 of Pentacles with you, some decision about a Virgo, because this is a Virgo energy. Now, in their actual most likely actions for March 2021 and moving forward, we have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Cups, and we have the Page of Wands. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is an earth sign energy. Usually for me, this represents Capricorn, although in a general reading, this can totally represent you, Virgo. This is a loving, mothering, nurturing energy. It's someone who's very grounded, very stable, very abundant and prosperous. This is who the Ten of Pentacles would be built around. This is like the mother figure. This is like who would manage that happy home life. It's also the counterpart to this King of Pentacles that we've seen twice now. Counterparts. These are two cards that are supposed to be together. And for me, that represents two people who are probably supposed to be together, at least in your person's point of view here. And it looks like they're going to be making actions toward this stability with you, towards this connection with you. It looks like they're going to be making a decision regarding you and this connection and this stability here. It looks like the decision they're making is this Ace of Cups. This is a new beginning in love and emotions. So we've seen the Ace of Pentacles out here on the board, the Ace of Cups on the board. We saw the Ace of Swords in the story on the bottom of the deck. Them making some decision about this new beginning in love and emotions. They're feeling like, or they believe that they have an opportunity with you to grow into something very stable, very abundant, very prosperous with you. Then the final card in their most likely actions toward you for March 2021, Virgo, is the Page of Wands. Again, pages are messengers. Wands are about passion and desire. I've got a lot of wands out here. I've seen a lot of wands in the story on the bottom of the deck. This is news and messages of passion and desire. This can also be an energy of your person taking the very first steps down a brand new path towards something they have a lot of passion and desire for, which looks to be a new beginning in love with you. We see them looking down into the horizon, trying to figure out which path leads me to the world that I want and which path do I need to leave behind. I feel like they haven't quite completely severed everything in this other connection, or they don't want an ending with you, one of the two. But now they're choosing their path. They're making a decision about that path now. And they're taking the first steps down that path toward you. Now that's your person, Virgo. Let me scoot this over a little bit here, get some more room. Let's get you some advice from the universe on how you should navigate the situation with this person. What should you do? What should you not do? How should you kind of play this situation so it works out in a way that's best for you? So what is the advice for Virgo on how to navigate the situation with this person, please? Let's get 3 more. Okay, we'll put these out here in order so I don't get them mixed up. Let's get 3 more for Virgo's advice, please. One more. Okay, thank you very much. Well, hot diggity. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. Cancer energy. This is someone who is very in touch with their emotions, someone who is very intuitive. The Queen of Cups has a lot of love and emotions. She wants to give that love and emotions to the people that she cares about. This is a loving, mothering, nurturing energy. It's also the counterpart to this King of Cups. So now, for the second time, I've seen counterparts, and I just got goosebumps again. 2 cards that are supposed to be together tells me that these are 2 people that ought to be together. 4 of Swords right underneath that, though. This is a card of like taking a pause, taking a rest, taking a break, going internal to do some healing about something, to do some thinking about something, trying to figure out what to do moving forward. It's a very similar energy to this Hermit energy that we see in your person's feelings about you. There's a difference, though. This is a major arcana. This is a minor arcana. We have a lot more control over these. This is an energy that you choose to do. You choose to take a rest and take a break and go inside to figure something out. You don't choose Hermit mode. You get forced into Hermit mode here. So I feel like your person, something happened that forced them into Hermit mode. You got to choose that. You got to decide to go inside and figure some things out. Looks like about some abandonment here. This 5 of Pentacles, this is Taurus energy. This is a card of like abandonment, like being cast aside, being left out in the cold, or possibly even feeling like you weren't good enough here. I can't shake the feeling that your person had a third party, that there's some other connection that they have. And that caused some heartbreak and sadness in the past. Potentially, they chose to walk away from you. Like they were internally conflicted about that, but they were still either holding on to someone from the past or still holding on to you, possibly both. We got a Seven of Swords next. I mean, that's trying to get away with something. Lying, cheating, stealing, sneaky behavior, deception. Now, this can also be telling me that you got walked away from, you got cast aside, and you don't want to be hurt anymore. This could also even be telling me that you're trying to leave something behind. Now, for your actual advice, this tells me that you do still have a lot of love and emotions for this person, regardless of what happened. I think you've just had to go inside and do some healing and some thinking about what happened there. And how do you get to this Four of Wands that you want? This is Aries energy. This is about stability of the home life, of your family life, stability of this connection. These Four Wands represent 1111, which is the number of manifestation. Like, this is really, excuse me, a card of celebrating. Like, something actually being manifested into the physical 3D reality. Like, it actually showing up in your life, with a lot of stability behind it. We've got a Six of Cups next, Scorpio energy. This is a card about the past. Thinking about the past, reminiscing about the past, thinking about the good old days, the way it used to be. Ooh, goosebumps again. Lord have mercy. This can also be a card of someone from the past making a comeback in your life. Yeah, I feel like your person did you semi-wrong in the past and it caused you some pain, and you've been doing a lot of thinking about that, a lot of healing about that. In your actual advice, first card out, King of Pentacles, Virgo energy. The Empress, the Devil, the Four of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. So we're starting off with a Virgo card, we're ending off with a Virgo card. That's so crazy because at the beginning of the reading, the card on the bottom of the deck was the first card I showed you, the Virgo card, this King of Pentacles. The last card in your person's first row of cards was the Hermit card, Virgo card. So we started the reading off with a Virgo at the beginning, a Virgo at the end. Now we're finishing the reading off with a Virgo at the beginning and a Virgo at the end. Again, the King of Wands is Virgo energy. It's who builds the Ten of Pentacles. So this is either talking about you or it's talking about how you're viewing your person. Either way, this is about stability. This is about building something stable and abundant. This is about like building that Ten of Pentacles, being generous, having a lot of stability, wanting to share that. I feel like regardless of what happened, you still have a lot of love for them. You still view them in relatively high regard. And I feel like you still want to build something with them. The very next card out is the Empress. This is all four queens rolled into one. Now, I saw all four kings in your person's energy through the entire. It took me all the way to the very end to get to that fourth king, but I saw all four of them. This card represents all four queens rolled into one person. This is the mother of the tarot deck. Loving, mothering, nurturing energy, very stable, very abundant, very creative energy. Now she's also card 3 of the major arcana. So she is the gateway between the universe or source or the divine or however you want to look at that and this physical 3D reality that we live in. So all new things get manifested, get birthed into our reality via the Empress. So she represents the birth of something new, something stable. But then we hit this card, the Devil. This is Capricorn energy, and I just got goosebumps. Again, I don't know what that's about. This is a very heavy, sometimes toxic energy. This can represent addiction or obsession or a feeling of being trapped by something, feeling like you can't escape something. This can represent elements of your shadow like parts about yourself that maybe you don't like, that you don't want other people to see, so you try and like push it down and repress it and pretend like it's not there. If that's what you're doing, please don't do that, because that's how you create a situation that you get stuck in, that you get trapped in, that ends up actually controlling pieces of your life. Now, this could also just be telling me that you feel like so much like magnetic attraction to this connection here that you feel like you can't escape it. This can represent a soul contract even. Like I said, I've seen counterparts twice, two people who are probably supposed to be together. I've got all 4 kings in your person's energy, all 4 queens in this one card for you. So this definitely could be just such a very powerful connection that's got so much like magnetism to it, that so much gravity to it, that you feel like you can't escape it. Or this could be telling me that you're still having some thoughts about all the toxic bullshit that happened in the past. That could be it, because next in your advice we have this 4 of Cups. This is Cancer energy. This is emotional discontentment. Like, this lady's got these 3 cups, but she's not completely happy with that. So much so that she's daydreaming about this other thing that she feels might bring her more happiness, more emotional contentment. Now, this can also represent that there is a love offer on the table between the 2 of you already, and it just hasn't been accepted or rejected yet. There's that Ace of Cups that we see in your person's most likely actions, just kind of hanging there in the air, because this love offer hasn't been accepted or rejected yet. Now, this can also tell me that you yourself are contemplating making a love offer to your person, maybe even obsessively thinking about that, and you just haven't done it yet. Maybe because you're afraid that you'll be rejected. Maybe you're still afraid of whatever happened in the past that was semi-toxic here. You just got to take it as it resonates. It's a general reading. But the final card in your advice is Virgo energy with this 9 of Pentacles. This is the singles card. This is with you or without you, or even in spite of you. I'm single, I'm abundant, I'm prosperous, all in my own right. I'm totally self-sufficient. I don't need anyone to take care of me in this physical 3D reality. I've got that shit locked down all on my own. This is a card of like, after you've put in the work on something, this is you reaping the rewards from that work. The fruits of your labor here. This is you being stable and abundant and prosperous all by yourself, not needing anyone else to take care of you, not needing anyone else in your life. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that you want to be single. It just means that you're totally capable of doing that if that's the way the ball bounces. Now, if you still have questions that you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. And when you do, you'll be taken to more Virgo love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.